Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to our Claws, Fangs, and Revolvers games of Werewolf the Wild West. I am the Ravenous Harkon. I'll be your storyteller this evening. We last left off with our group at breakfast. Everyone was talking about how they were trying to get the mine closed up for a little bit of time so they could go and investigate. We're gonna hop forward a couple of weeks because we've in the interim we have unfortunately lost a player, and so the group is without a Philodox. Uh, but there was a fight with a Stormborn. The casualties of, or the casualty of the fight, unfortunately, was Jonathan, the Iron Rider that they had, and now the group is going to be found a couple of weeks later. It is the half moon waning in the evening. Um, it's been a couple of weeks. The Cairn has accepted the group as a pack. It has left them to lick their wounds, to mourn their dead, and as such, because we are missing our Theurge, he has kind of taken to visiting Jonathan's grave and making sure that it is kept clean and free of uh, predators and whatnot, and just kind of giving him his due. Um, and we're gonna just hop right into seeing our crew because there's been some time since I've seen these faces at least gathered together. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, hi.
Hi.
Hey, hey, hey.
So, uh, it is a couple of weeks. The city is gearing up for Halloween because it is mid-October now. Uh,
Is it getting a little chilly?
more than a little bit. It is now the average temperature during the day is about 75, 78, and at night the average temperature is about 50.
And are there crinkly leaves on the ground?
They are starting to the majority of them have started to shift. Most of them are still in that dark yellow phase. Some of them have turned orange and have fallen. But as such, the main look of the forest around the outskirts of the city and the colors of the foliage have become fall, definitely fall colored. There's more yellow than green. There's more orange than green as well. Um, there's been less tumbleweeds about, but it is a brand new day. We'll say it is about 17th of October, the 18th of October. How would you like to handle your day? I'm assuming that Pepe is staying with Kora at the brothel.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we established that artist was staying there. Yeah.
I'm staying there in the
Yep.
brothel. This is how many weeks after our run-in with man. That would have been epic, man. That battle.
That would have been epic, sure. But
Okay.
Well,
we will say that it was epic, so epic that you lost your Philodox
hmm
before you were even acknowledged as a pack. So
do we acknowledge ourselves as a pack now?
the Cairn has acknowledged you as a pack. They've begrudgingly have allowed Kora a seat at the War Council table
Wow.
because she is your alpha, or rather the Arun.
Congratulations, Cora.
It's an honor just to be nominated. I'm kidding. I'm gonna fucking kill them.
All of them.
All of them, mostly the males. Yes, all of them.
hmm
I'm okay with this plan. But yeah, you have the day. The city is, like I said, prepping for Halloween. Uh, it's been a bit somber. Um, the Caern itself didn't really know Jonathan, so there's not a lot of mourning that happens. But a loss of a werewolf is a loss of a werewolf, regardless of the tribe.
Artist had some tears.
Okay.
Artist was sad about it. At least somebody. There was one person who was upset.
At least one person was upset, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if Pepe was upset. He didn't know him, so to him, But like you said, losing somebody is never easy.
Yeah.
So the past couple of weeks, Pepe's probably been just laying in bed, not even showering. So he smells extra fresh. Not really.
Extra fresh.
Kora, where would you have put up artists in your hotel for women of distinguished occupations?
Well, in the Gilded Apple, she probably would have put you in a room that was right near where hers was.
Okay.
Probably sharing the wall. You probably she's been a little quiet. Kora has.
Artist is definitely not listening through the wall. Don't worry about that. It's fine.
But
You're definitely not more quiet.
I'm just pointing out that she is being
Reserved.
less loud.
Mm-hmm.
She is being reserved because of what ended up happening.
Mm-hmm.
The death of the Iron Rider, not as much weighing on her. It was more the death of the saloon girl. There is probably a moment where she has probably gotten sick of Pepe's stench, and I already see this coming to fruition, where she has gone and fetched a pail of water. And she is going to go up and she is going to probably kick open that door and toss it on him at this point.
Excellent.
Oh, escalation.
Yeah.
To be honest, it's probably a little more nuanced than that. She probably knocked on the door and was like, "Hey, Pepe,
I can smell you through the walls."
See?
are you going to come down?"
What day is it?
Storyteller, what day is it?
We'll say that it is a Sunday.
It's Sunday.
No, no. Today's church day. Iglesias.
So you're not leaving the building?
No, not staying in, talking to God.
Don't you want to be refreshed for your talking with God?
He takes me as I am.
Artist kind of like
its
trails.
natural beauty.
And that is probably when you get a, "Well, I don't." And that's when the kick happens to the door.
Okay.
Well.
And Kora.
Are you naked?
Yeah, pretty much. I'm naked. I'm like.
Yeah. Kora, Layla, and Garrett all kind of burst through the door, each of them holding a pail of water.
Oh. What is that? What? No. What are you doing with that bucket?
From the hallway, even though artist cannot see, she still wants to be respectful. From the hallway, she shouts, "I can smell you from here. I'm so sorry. They have to do this."
And we have to. You're scaring off the customers.
Smell. I smell good.
Garrett.
I smell like your sheets.
Garrett's the first one to throw the pail of water at you.
Aye, cabrón!
cold water.
¡Qué frío! Uy. Oh, no, good. Just to let you know that it's shrinking because it's cold.
And
What's shrinking because it's cold? Is there something in the room?
You don't know artists.
yeah, Garrett steps out. He softly kind of wraps his hand, like he touches your elbow first so that you know that it's him, and then he
Mhm.
just kind of slides his hand into yours and just starts to pull you downstairs.
Okay.
It's better that you don't know, artist.
Okay.
Uh,
Is he okay?
Oh, he'll be
Cora,
fine. He'll be fine.
Cora, why so cold? What?
Layla closes the door.
If you would have taken asked for a bath yourself, it would have been hot.
In more ways than one. And she throws the
To-
bucket of her water at you.
I. Oh. Okay. I get it.
This is an establishment that makes money on things being pleasant that happen in these rooms.
Lots of pleasantries happen here. I mean, look, everything smells good.
It doesn't smell good, Pepe. And this is why we're here. Until you start taking care of yourself, we will come in here once a week and do this every week. And that's when she gets up and she's looking him dead in the eyes before she just tips her bucket on him.
At least you're prepared for this one. It is not forcibly thrown on you. There is the gentle cascade that comes out of her bucket. Um, and Layla grabs a rag and a little chip of soap about the thickness of a thumb. He wraps it up and tosses it at you. You might want to use some of that.
Okay, Senora Cora. You one every week? Una semana? No.
I know that seems like a stretch. I know out in this wilderness that we live in, you can go months without taking a bath, but if you want pleasant company, one must wash.
Okay, you.
I'll go get more buckets. You soap up.
You're the jefa. Whatever you
Yep.
say.
And that's when she turns and she kind of winks and goes to head up.
Yeah, Layla with a big flourish opens the door for you. Madam.
Okay.
Thank you. And there's definitely that kind of playfulness.
Yeah.
I start the scrubbing.
Yeah. And Layla does blow you a kiss as she walks out and closes the door. They do bring you buckets. Some of this water is a little warmer, but Layla and Kora each leave a bucket inside the door. They don't come in. At least Layla doesn't. But
Yeah, Cora's not going to either this time. The message was sent.
yeah, Garrett has been entertaining artists downstairs. He is trying to do a card trick. He is oblivious to the fact that you are blind.
Hey.
Oh.
So what is he saying to me?
But he fans out the cards in front of you and he's just like, all right, well, the trick is simple. All you gotta do is pick a card.
Okay.
And then he
She
grabs
picks
your hands and puts them on either end of this rainbow of cards.
Mhm.
So this is the range that I have kind of dealt out the cards. If you want to feel your way, I forgot, Miss Artist. I don't.
It's okay. I can play. She
No, this
pulls one,
isn't fair to you. I apologize. I don't see you in that way.
and then she panics when she takes the card, and when he says, "I don't see you in that way." She's wondering if something looks wrong with her appearance.
Hmm.
What do you mean by that? I got the card. Right?
Yeah, but no, we can do something else. I think this is more for people who.
I can do it.
Oh, and he's
He's trying to backpedal his way out of this.
yeah, and he sighs and he kind of grabs the rest of the cards. He's like, all right, well, you commit that card to memory, and I will shuffle the deck.
She blushes slightly, realizing that he meant that she needs to see for this to happen.
Yeah.
Can she hear anyone around at all?
Oh yeah, you know that Layla is already on her way downstairs.
Okay. So she holds up a finger. Excuse me, Garrett, 1 second. And she toddles over to Layla, and she's like, Layla! And then in the wrong direction, she's like, psst, psst.
Yeah. And she comes over, she shifts you so you're looking at her, so you're facing her. I'm over here,
Layla?
love.
Layla, I need you to whisper what this is in my hand. And she reveals it quickly.
She looks at you. She looks at it, and then she sighs, and in your ear, she's like, "Is Garrett forcing you to do one of his fucking magic tricks?"
No. I need to know this card. Can you tell me it?
You know that you can tell him no.
Please, Layla. And she starts panicking that she's way too long.
It's the 4 of spades. Or this.
4 of spades. Okay, so that means that it's right side up. It's on the right side.
I don't know. What's the right side for the card?
Well, you saw it was a 4 of spades, so I'll go like this, and then I toddle back to hand it back to Garrett this way, so I know that he doesn't see it. I've committed it to memory.
Oh.
She hands it back.
Oh, good. And unbeknownst to you, since you're blind, he actually does look at the card, and he sticks it in the deck, shuffles it, and then draws a card. He's like, "Oh, the trick worked. I found your card."
He claps very loudly and makes sure that he feels so happy. Like, she's like, yes,
yeah.
Magic. It worked. Garrett, speaking of magic, I overheard Pepe say that he's going to go to church today, and I would like to accompany him. And if you think Kora would also like to go to church, that would be amazing. And we could do it together.
Ooh. As far as I know,
would anyone else like to go from the household?
There's a lot of muffled grunting. Piano stops for a moment the second that you chime up a little bit louder, because at this point the piano players know that you're a VIP. And then once they see that nobody's kind of like jumping at the hook, they continue playing.
I'll take that as a no.
And Garrett kind of leans in. Yeah, as far as I know, I don't recall a time that we were all at church. But I would love to accompany you and Mr. Pepe.
Oh, awesome. Okay, thank you. That would be fantastic. Thank you so much, Garrett.
Of course.
Once Pepe is less more ready, less not ready, we should go together.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense.
Could you point me to the direction of a stool so I could have breakfast?
Of course. And he actually leads you to a table. Helps you sit down, and then he's like, I'm gonna go get your order in.
Thank you.
Yep. And then you hear Layla just yelling at somebody.
That is her way.
But how long do you think Pepe's gonna take with his makeshift bath?
Not too long. He probably just smells the soap, tosses the soap, gets the brush, scrubs himself really quick with the water, and then puts on his clothes, scratches his ass too as he puts on his pants.
Yeah.
And stretches and then heads downstairs.
So you see, there's a couple of people that are there. Some are eating breakfast. There's a couple of the girls that are chatting it up. Layla is behind the bar. She's cutting up little paper ornaments for Halloween and whatnot. You see that Garrett is coming out of the kitchen with an order of food that he's taking to Artis. Where's Kora slinked off to?
Kora has been basically pacing at the top part of the stairs, kind of doing the observing. It's more of a habit of protection for the most part. From up there, she has a good view of pretty much all the exits and entrances, except for the hidden ones, of course, but it's her main concern has been protecting the Gilded Apple and the people inside.
Okay. There hasn't been much need in the city. It's been really quiet. The tunnel collapse as it was sold to the citizens that claimed the life of Jonathan Cartwright and a couple of other miners has forced the mine to shut down while some of the tunnels are reinforced. And so, in one way, you guys did succeed in uh, keeping the tunnels from digging much closer. Uh, and although the loss of Jonathan forced the rest of the Caern to kind of have to step in to put the Stormborn spirits back into slumber, you did find a trophy large enough to kind of win over the alpha of the Cairn. The War Council has not met since. Everything's been quiet.
That's weird. Oh, I was just saying that was weird that they haven't met since.
Yeah.
As I know, Geru are aggressive by nature in most senses of that word, especially Red Talons.
Yeah. It leads you to believe that although ceremoniously you were added to the War Council, they are still keeping you at arm's length and only
Of
bringing you
course.
in when it requires everyone.
It makes perfect sense. I'm too much competition.
Clearly. As breakfast is wrapping up, a girl does come in from one of the other brothels in the city, and she sees you at the top of the stairs, and she comes running over. And just in a quiet voice, she's like, "Kora, I don't want to harm you. Um,
Hmm?
I was told by Connor that I could come see you about strange things?
Of course, little dove. Do we need to go into a private room, or are
Sure,
you perfectly fine?
sure. Uh, you you bring someone that can. Who is it that's your muscle?
Oh, is it that kind of situation?
Maybe I don't I don't know if you're gonna believe me. And you see that she is nervous. There's a hint of fear that kind of wafts up from her musk.
All right. Let me gather some people and you can tell me.
Yeah,
Come to my office.
yeah, yeah.
And yep. And Cora's leading her to her office, which is on the first floor.
Yeah.
And she sees Pepe. She doesn't really want to bother Artist too much as she's just getting into her dinner. Well, not dinner, breakfast.
Breakfast.
Sorry. It's time. It's dinner time here. Yeah,
It
but
sure is.
yeah, but Pepe,
See?
why don't you come with me? Apparently, there's some strangeness going on in nearby in our fair city.
Strangeness. What does it say? Ever since I've got here, something strange is happening always. Sure.
Mm.
Sure. Artist, are you? I look at her plate of food and
She's got a whole slab of bacon coming out of her mouth.
um.
Would you like some?
You mind if I get a? It looks good.
She immediately rips whatever she had in her mouth, puts it back on the plate, and she's like, "Yeah, absolutely. I wasn't that hungry."
Right. And I just grabbed the one on the plate. Good. Pepe doesn't care.
My heart,
Yeah, there's
my sweetheart.
there are scrambled eggs. There are a couple of flour tortillas and some cut ham, served up as fried up as bacon. Oh,
Okay. If you mind if I, artist?
No, I'm so full. I couldn't have another bite. So you can
So,
please.
so I grab a little bit with my hands. I grab the tortilla, grab some of the eggs, put it in the tortilla, get the bacon, and first ever breakfast burrito.
breakfast burrito.
Did you need something else from me?
No. Tranquila. You're good.
Oh, okay.
I'm just gonna go.
Even though I totally admit Cora was saying it loud enough for you to hear.
Yeah.
Mm. Hmm. Hmm. All right. Well, I'll just and she just starts to sidestep towards where she heard Cora. I'll just I'll see what's going on. Anyways, as she probably bumps into one thing before
Yeah.
she
Yeah.
gets to where Cora is.
And you hear the girl apologize to you. She's like, "Oh, I didn't know that you were. Is it polite?"
Oh, it's fine. And I reach out to grab her hand, to kind of be a comfort since she's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And I'll just hold on to it.
And
Would it be okay for you to lead me?
Yeah. Yeah. Sure.
Thank you.
Are you want her in the room, Miss Cora?
Yeah, they can come. They're safe.
Okay. And sure enough, you're led into Cora's office. The scent is very familiar to artists at this point. It's probably one of the few rooms that you've counted out how to get to.
Mhm.
And she leads you to a seat. She takes a seat next to you. Well, how does Cora's office look for for Pepe and for those of us that have not been in there?
Well, it has the same kind of green green interior. It's a small desk. The chairs are even size. She doesn't have like, a giant, comfy chair for herself. She's not that kind of person. Um, there are pictures on, well, not pictures, but there are paintings on the walls, like nice Grecian style paintings. Probably some Amazons. Probably Hercules versus the
Young Lion?
Hydra.
Oh, the
Yeah,
Hydra.
ooh, the lion's good too, but
I like the Hydra.
mhm.
Yeah. So she has never been here before, so she's still kind of trying to figure out whether she's in a safe place or not. And you can tell her eyes keep darting between some of the art. Do you have the full double-breasted Amazon paintings, or do you have like a single-breasted Amazon painting?
I have a single-breasted Amazon painting.
Yeah, she kind of stares at that for a moment as everybody settles in.
I think the last time Kora described it, she said that it smelled like leather and some sort of like feather thing. How does it smell in there?
It's leather and I think the term I used was opium and sandalwood, but
Cool.
opium not like the drug opium, like the incense opium, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
You don't immediately get high off your ass when you walk in. Slower buzz.
It's
Yeah.
insidious.
They found a new spot to sleep.
But yeah, she catches herself, um, and she looks over at you. She's like, "Oh, sorry. I just the art in here is so much more different than it is in bigger."
Well, I chose classic art instead of flashy. That's kind of always been my way is and she's kind of turned and she's opening up a cabinet and this is where she keeps like some medical supplies and things like that. Is somebody hurt?
Uh, yes and no. They're dead. So they're a bit beyond your abilities. Um,
Oh.
yeah, I was with a couple of girls out by the river, and um, I saw something last night that I don't think any of the other girls saw. And when I took one of our guys back over there, um, it turned out to be much worse than I thought. Uh, Nobody at the digger believes me, or at least they are just kind of brushing anything I say aside. But I was there, or I saw the thing attack Barnaby, uh, and I don't think I've ever seen or will ever see anything like it in my life.
It's okay. You're in a safe space. Deep breaths. Why
Artist
don't you
produces a little handkerchief and just like slides it over.
Um,
why don't you start from the beginning and tell us what you saw and I hope I don't have to take you back there.
She takes a deep breath, just like as you suggest, and she goes, When I was there in the early afternoon with the girls, I thought I saw something kind of like a bear. Big, he was lumbering. And immediately when she says that, you're brought back to the mine, to the that roar that just pulled you into the Umbra, and immediately your mind starts to race in the fear that there's more Stormborn outside the mine. She describes asking the girls to leave, that she felt uneasy. They laughed and they they amused themselves to my fear. They reminded me that although rare, that bears aren't really seen, especially not now. They would be preparing for hibernation. But I came back with Barnaby, uh, and we took the bridge across the river because he's, you know, grew up out here. He grew up on the farms out west. I figured that he could tell me if there were any bear tracks, or maybe if it was a wolf or something, because they you hear them sometimes, the wolves out here, and there were no bear tracks. There are no wolf tracks, but we did find these strange conical holes, like something had jammed a railroad spike, but wider, the ground, all over the place. And right when we were getting ready to leave, uh, there was a loud hiss, and that's when this monstrosity attacked Barnaby, uh, and I ran. And I went straight to Mr. Gentry, uh, and we took a couple of other guys out there once sun went down. Um, and Barnaby had been drained, looked desiccated and thin and frail like an old man. Skin was taut and stretched at the same time, and he had these massive wounds on either side of his neck from where this giant spider bit him. Gentry didn't believe me, and Honor didn't believe me. Anastasia just, you know, belittled me and told me that I was imagining things, and must have been just a bear that got him in the right place. I know what I saw, Miss Cora.
I believe you. I'm in just the past couple of days.
It was yesterday.
And no wonder I haven't heard about it since no one's came to tell us anything.
Yeah, I brought it up to Connor at breakfast, and he told me that if I was so concerned that I should come and tell you, because you have a knack for dealing with things like this.
It's true. So tell you what, why don't you hang out here for the day? Calm your nerves. I'm sure Layla will get you some food to eat, and something to drink so that you can calm down.
Artist
'Cause-
squeezes her hand and says, "And Pepe and I were going to go to church, so if that would calm your nerves, that would be. We can do that."
Wait. Oh. Let me get this.
Cora, will you be
You-
joining
you-
us as well?
Are you okay, Senorita? First off,
Mm-hmm. Me or her?
I'm talking. What's the lady's name?
She
Has she introduced herself?
didn't. No,
Or
she hasn't.
So, mm-mm.
And she catches. So she's like, "Oh my, I'm so sorry. My name is Francine Mathers. I'm
That's a
sorry.
beautiful name.
Oh, thank you.
Francine Mathers.
Mother's name.
Francine. Now that we're acquainted, so you are okay, right? You didn't get hurt, attacked by this weird creature. You said.
No, I'm fine. Physically, yeah, I'm okay. I never was afraid of spiders until now.
The spider you said was like the size of a bear.
Was the size of a bear. Quite literally, it was bigger than Barnaby, and Barnaby was good fist and a half taller than me. And
Wow.
you see her like put her two fists like on top of her head. She's measuring height. At least this big.
Like that big.
That is a pretty big spider.
It was hairy and it was making this awful racket with its what are the things called? In its mouth?
Those
Pincers.
things.
Yeah, those things.
Mm-hmm. I don't like spiders, but I have learned that the sharp parts are called pincers.
Yeah, pincers. That must have been what he stabbed into Barnaby.
That sounds very painful.
And you see that she just starts to look not completely down, but her gaze is lowered and she just kind of is lost in her thoughts.
Hey. And Cora kind of grabs her by the shoulder a little bit. Hey. Don't start dwelling right now.
Okay. All right.
That won't help you calm down or anything right this moment. You just go out there, sit at the bar. We'll get you some food. We'll talk about this, and I will go and take a look personally.
You don't have to concern yourself, Miss Francine Mathers. And I reach out for her hand with my dirty hand covered in bacon grease and eggs and all that.
And she gives you her hand.
And the gentleman and give her a kiss on the hand and everything, and
Oh.
bow and bow down and okay.
Did the kiss smell like bacon?
I mean,
Probably, yeah.
it left some bacon grease on her back of her hand.
Oh.
Oh,
A little
bacon's good stuff.
glossy almond shape.
Ew.
I would get
Ew.
a
Oh,
drink at the bar.
You
And I
didn't
recommend
you didn't want to go down this rabbit hole? You didn't bring this up?
This
that
is the
reason?
part that grosses me out. Yeah.
Okay. Now we know.
this part.
But yes, go. Layla will get you what you need, and probably a napkin
Yeah,
as well.
that'd be nice.
hmm And you just take some time, and I'll take a look into this for you.
But please be careful out there, Miss Cora. I don't want the same thing to happen to you that happened to Barnaby.
I am always careful.
Yeah, that's what Connor says.
Yeah. Or at least I try to be. Some people around here are a bunch of malacas.
Yeah, he also said that you would say that. She gets up and walks out.
I close the door after her and kind of turn to my compatriots. Well, that isn't normal.
No, I wouldn't say that that's normal.
That's a really strange thing.
What I've
Like
come
you
to
said.
know is spiders are fairly small, so if it's the size of a bear, then it might be something else.
Storyteller,
Oh.
there were some interesting scents described a few sessions back.
With
One,
with a little spiderling that your little dogs had attached to them.
indeed.
I was actually going to bring that up.
Yeah. Since the Philodox has left the mortal coil, so too has the spiderling that was attached to him.
Good.
I can't help the coincidence here, Kora. Between our friend Gringo, Mr. What's his name? I already forgot his name. Respect to his. Rest in peace.
Our
Yeah,
friend
him.
who I forgot his name. Yeah.
He was like Spider-Man. He attached himself to that spider and all that, and now we're having a giant spider attack. I mean, it's just
Well, he is an Iron Rider. Or I should say was an Iron Rider.
We
Now we have
shouldn't
this.
talk to that clan about it, should we?
We should probably bring this up
Oh, but
to the Caern, but I don't want to bother them unless it's necessary.
I don't like to bother them, and I don't want to go.
I can go. They I don't think they would listen to me, to be frank.
So what we need to do is we need to go out and get hard evidence to bring back to them to
Mhm.
show that there's another problem happening.
Oh, Chucks, looks like no church today. Oh well.
You're
Hard
so
evidence.
torn up about that.
Oh, darn. No church today.
Oh, is that what you said? I didn't hear what you said. Oh, I'm sure that we can pick up something on the way to church, right? We'll have time.
No, it's okay. We don't need to go to church. It's okay.
Artist is going to be very adamant about going to church on Sundays.
I see that. I should have
Very
never opened
adamant.
my mouth. I should have never opened my mouth.
She was going to say it regardless. We can on the way there and maybe on the way back, or we could go to a midnight one.
Okay. And I realized Pepe made the mistake that one night that when we first met, I told her about
You
going
took
to
me.
church.
Yep.
But we had mentioned about going to church, and we were stopped in our tracks, and here we are again. Yeah, I guess we can see the church.
Father Orizonde has gotten used to seeing artists over the last couple of weeks.
I go on Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays.
Yeah, we can go to church, but I think this is more important, artists.
You're correct. I just as important as church. I think it's equal. I would say it's equal.
Yeah. Good. Yeah, we'll go with that.
I think Pepe and Kora are sharing a similar stare. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
It's equally as important as church. Well, anyways, we should probably get ready to go at least take a look and do a exploratory excursion. I'm not intending to fight anything unless we have to, but we need to be prepared regardless.
Right.
Right. Always prepared. I tap on my pistolas. Yeah.
The pistolas. But yeah, it's not difficult to get not the exact whereabouts, but a nice enough geographical kind of what's it
Fine.
called?
Area?
Kind of like it's not a monument, but it's equivalent
Landmarks.
landmark. Thank you.
There you go.
My brain's like monument is the word you want to use, and I was like, no,
No.
I'm pretty sure it's not.
Monument. No. Monument.
No.
No.
Jackal? Jackal. It's a jackal. No, it's not a jackal. Yeah, so from Francine, it's easy enough to get a landmark to use to kind of gauge where exactly across the river you're looking for. And as you get out there, you see the blood splatter, the dark brown, kind of already dried up blood. And as you get closer to where this happened, you notice that there's a lot less animal noises. Birds aren't chirping. The bugs aren't loud around here. There's a nice wide kind of berth that something has earned.
Are there any smells or there? I know you said there's no sounds, but
Yeah.
Is there any spider smells?
I don't know. I've never smelled a spider, so I can't tell you if that is prevalent. But if you would like to, each of you, make a perception and alertness roll.
Mm-hmm. That's what I was looking for.
Oh man.
Or
we need
investigation. Either or.
need dice, don't we?
You do need dice. You need your own 10-siders.
Oh yeah, our own dice.
I
was
gotta. I'll be back. Sorry.
It's fine.
I know. 10-siders. How many?
10-siders. 10 is a good number to have.
10. Well, I think I just have 4. No, I have 5, so I'll just roll twice.
Okay. Well, what is the artist using?
Artist
Perception
is
is
using
3. Alertness is 1. Oh, but your investigation is 3.
investigation.
That would be 6 dice. So yeah, so
6 dice?
Yep.
Okay. 1, 1.
good start.
5, 5. 4, and then I'll roll another one.
Good.
1 again. It's all right.
You said
Yeah.
perception and alertness.
That's a botch.
That is a botch.
Yeah, it really is.
That
It really is.
That is the nat 1 of the White Wolf world.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, there she is.
It sure is.
Sure is.
So we'll
Perception
see.
and
We'll see what Bubby got. Yeah, perception, alertness, or investigation. Your choice. Just let me know what skill you're using.
all right. Do I even have investigation? Nope, no investigation for
What's
me.
the-
Perception and alertness it is.
Difficulty 6.
Yeah, what was? Thank you.
Standard difficulty.
Alright, let's see what I got. Ooh, it feels so good to roll dice again. Look at that sound.
Right? That click clacks.
I got a 7. 9, 8, and another 9.
4 successes.
Oh yeah, damn, that's a good
Wow,
fucking.
lucky you.
Yes, lucky me, exactly.
How many successes? did
3
Kora get?
successes.
3
2
successes.
of those. 2 of them were 10s, but I don't have a specialization. So
Okay. So, between Pepe and Kora, you guys point out certain things to each other: the broken tree limbs, the conical footprints that it left, the um, kind of indentation of the earth around its placement to show just how much this thing weighs, which, given the rolls, it is something massive. This thing is easily the size of a brown bear. Um, on the opposite end of the spectrum, Artis has gotten herself so lost in what she thinks is the actual scent of this thing that she is headed straight for the river.
Strong and
no,
raw.
no, Dove. No, Dove.
No,
I-
Dove.
I think that I'm smelling something that might help us.
Not in that direction.
An artist,
No.
you are 100% sure this scent.
Mhm.
This
Mhm.
is what a spider smells like. This is the hill you will die on.
Artist, Dove, Sweetling. If you take 2 more steps that way, you're going to fall into the river.
Oh. So there's nothing of importance in front of me?
Unless you're thirsty.
Unless you want to take a swim in cold river water.
She takes a very deep and upsetted breath.
And sure enough, you can hear the little bit of the babbling of the river, but the scent is so strong in this direction.
It must, whatever it was, it went this way. I'm sure of it.
But it's a river and spiders don't
Maybe it did. And there's just like this gentle arm that has kind of come around Artis's shoulder. Maybe it did. We will check that way in a moment. And there's definitely this look over at Pepe because she was probably facing towards town.
Yep.
He takes a very big breath and mumbles, "And if we don't get to church by sundown, I will be very upset."
Oh my god.
I will make sure you get to church before sundown.
I wasn't talking to. I'm sorry, I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to myself.
It's okay. I was just here.
We will go to church, Mia. We will go to church and see.
Yes, we will go to church and we will sing.
You'll sing with me, Kora? I'm sure you have a lovely voice. And with that, Artis is like perks up and continues her investigation the opposite way that she hears the river.
Okay.
I look at Kora and I give her this look like, yeah, okay, really? Interesting.
There's this look on her face that's like she's just swallowed glass. But she is trying her best to make this little dove happy.
Yeah. Yep.
And she's on cloud 9 because you said that you would sing with her. So nobody ever sings with her.
Nope. So now you got one person. Oh. That's how the dominoes start toppling.
And so, but yeah.
You pull her from the river, and you start to follow the actual path that you and Pepe found. You come to this small, not even like a chasm, but it is this rupture in the earth that has been dug out, almost like carved, like if one of those, I don't know if you've seen the tree transplanters that just kind of come in, wrap around the trees, and just dig down at an angle. Um, it looks like 6 of those kind of spades have carved these thin grooves into the earth here and just pulled the earth out to create this almost broken star shape. Uh, and it is just this mouth to a tunnel. And you see the carcass of a bear near the entrance that looks like it's had all of its inner workings sucked out. Skin is taut and stretched over all of the muscles. The face is gaunt. The eyeballs have been erased from its head. Um, the mouth is ajar. The tongue looks pale and dry, like it's been like this for at least a month. Um, but there are no flies. There are no maggots.
So it's mummified. Or it's drained completely.
And they've got nothing to latch onto. And by the way, it's not a jar, it's a mouth. That was what was going on in my head when you
I
said the
knew
mouth was a jar.
I knew somebody would jump at that joke. I didn't expect it to be you.
Oh my god. Who did you expect it to be, Chewy?
I'm not gonna say names. I'm not gonna point a name.
Hmm.
But
Hmm.
we know. We
But
know.
this looks like home for this thing.
There's a couple of raccoon carcasses, an elk. There's even a bison. Start to kind of get closer and look down into the hole itself. Um,
This is
I'm
no.
not I'm not gonna get super close
Mhm.
because I think all of us have seen spiders and how certain ones hunt.
Well, somebody has to hold me, or else I just keep walking. You know this, right?
Oh, Cora's got her hand.
Yeah.
Cool, cool, cool.
Yeah.
Cool,
Super
cool.
cool.
Um, I have no plans of becoming one of these things.
No, I have no plans either. But obviously, this thing lives here. This is where it's been bringing its food back to.
Oh.
Yeah,
I thought I smelt a body, but how are there more?
There's a few.
Oh. Any humans?
Not that I can see right now.
are there any humans?
Visibly, in the entrance, no. But the light only goes in a certain distance at a certain angle, given the time of day that it is. You would actually have to climb down into the hole, investigating.
Cora, Pepe, I'm wondering, are there holes on their necks, like she said, the pincers? Do you see pincer marks on all of them?
I haven't gotten that close to see, but they are definitely bone dry.
Just like she described them.
Mm-hmm.
The bear is the closest carcass, and it's sitting just outside the actual um, chasm that leads down to the cave. And there are, in fact, where the haunches would start, like right in the middle of its back on either side of the spine, these 2 holes, like massive vampire fangs, just bit in. They're easily the size of about not 2 fists, but about a fist and a half, a fist and a quarter.
I. This is dangerous, especially so close to town.
Church sounds really good right now.
Did we warn the town to stay away from this area for now?
We should probably warn them. We should probably tell the Caern.
Well,
I'm ju-
should we take, and Artis is like shivering thinking about this, take hard evidence from here?
I'm going to try something.
Okay.
Why don't we step back?
Immediately.
And I go up to Artis. I gently grab her hand and guide her back as well. My steps.
Yeah.
She's backing up. She's going.
Making sure she doesn't fall anywhere
Mhm.
in like a hole or something.
What I'm intending to do, storyteller, is I'm intending to shift to Krynos
Mm.
Okay.
and find what I want is I'm trying to find a tree, not a super big tree, but a decent sized one, not a sapling. And what I want to do is I want to take it if this is successful, I'm going to pull it up and I'm going to chuck it at the den entrance.
Okay. You think this situation warrants the rage fueled war form?
Not exactly, but I'm afraid that without it, I'm not going to be able to pull the tree out.
Okay. And raise your difficulty to go into Krynos by 1, then 7.
That's fair.
The hesitation lets me know that there's a little bit more fear and more calculation involved, which is not what the war form is intended for.
No, it is not.
Yeah, go ahead and make your stamina and primal urge roll, unless you're using a rage point to drive yourself into it.
2 successes?
Okay.
No ones?
Okay, it's good. It is a little slower. Normally, you feel the beast kind of lead you naturally into this form. The fact that you want to use your human intellect with this monstrous form makes it a little bit more difficult. There's no natural force. There's no river here. You're fording a new path. And the pain of feeling the skin shift into fur, of the musculature having to grow, it's a little bit more acute this time. You've gotten used to shifting. The pain of it normally helps the rage drive you into the claws and into the fangs and into what you use um to destroy the agents of the worm or just the agents of the weaver, the things that are fighting the wild. And in this transformation, because you are trying to keep your intellect at the forefront, everything starts to hurt more. You are more acutely aware of just what the transformation is, what it does. Um, but you do shift into the Krynos form. You still sense the danger. You're in that constant fight or flight. You see the sapling. Um, you immediately grab for it and pull. What is your strength and athletics? This form, like 11 probably.
It's pretty potent.
6 normally, and I think Krynos gives you 4 more, so that's 10. Yeah. Or you easily rip
Yeah.
this sapling out of the ground. You said you wanted to spear it into the hole?
Yes, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to see if we can. The whole goal here is to kind of disturb the nest to where we could see exactly what we're dealing with,
Right.
or semi block it a little bit.
You chuck the thing in. You hear the crunch of it coming into contact with something. You can hear the rattling of muffled bones from whatever else it had in there. And you see about 12 tarantulas, about the size of a human torso, crawling out of this hole.
Yep, it had babies.
They had babies.
Why is it always spiders, Chewy?
I mean, could have been this or snakes, but
I like snakes.
I know. I bet you do. Giggity.
Penis jokes.
There's your dragon.
Perfect. Let's bring that up on live.
Let's bring that up. My safe word is daiquiris. So
I'm gonna go mute.
Perfect.
Probably for the best.
All right, so we've.
Kora's been here for a while. She was one of the original members of the town. So this isn't too much of a stretch for her to know that these exist in this area. For artists and for Pepe, these are brand new monstrosities that have invaded your world. And I think finding out that these are natural things that can be seen in the world might create new nightmares for you. But these are Texas tarantulas.
I want to see them. Sorry, I'm gonna look it up really quick because
Yeah,
I've
go
never
ahead.
seen them. Texas tarantula.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, Texas has tarantulas?
No, they're called that because everything is so much bigger in Texas.
Oh no, it's an actual thing.
Yep.
Ew. It kind of looks like the pig-toed ones.
Mm-hmm.
They just live in Texas? What the
That's where they come from.
No! Okay. I'm not going to Texas.
I already had a list of reasons not to go to Texas. So
I did too. I was adding.
This is on that list now too.
oh yeah. Yeah. My favorite is that Kora used to live in Texas, so
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever see a Texas tarantula?
I saw lots of things, but not a tarantula this size.
Oh.
As I like to say about Texas, come for the barbecue, leave before the bigotry.
Perfect.
that's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
So let's roll for initiative.
Yay.
Great.
Okay.
So just so you remember, it is one single dice. You roll one dice, and you add whatever your dex and your wits are total.
Dex and wits total.
Yep.
9 plus dex and wits.
Ooh.
8 plus 6.
14.
Dex and wits, you said, right? Dex and wits. 4,
15.
7, 9,
Dang.
and 9 and 7. 7. That's 16.
16.
9 and 7.
9 and 7 is 16.
Okay.
Unfortunately, it is not higher than 17, which is what the spiders got.
Spider.
Of course.
But Like all good things, everything happens in reverse. So, artists would declare what you want to do for the round, then Kora, then Pepe, then the spiders, and the spiders then to act. Everything happens in reverse order. So the spiders would act first, then Pepe, then Kora, then artists. Just to remind you on how 20th anniversary combat works. So, artists, what would you like to do this round? This is also the point of the fight where you would declare rage or
Right. I think I'm gonna change form.
okay. You gonna roll for it, or you gonna use a rage point?
I'm gonna roll for it.
Okay.
I'm gonna go for. I can't see it. Hispo? What the fuck?
Okay. So the dire wolf.
Mhm.
Right. So that's gonna be a difficulty 7, and it's
Okay,
gonna be
so 7
your
die.
no, it's gonna be your stamina and your primal urge, whatever that is. Your stamina is
Stamina's
3.
3.
Primal urge is
Primal
0.
urge. Love that.
So
3
3
dice.
dice. You
3
gotta
dice.
beat a 7 and above.
7 or higher.
I'm really great at rolling. I
Um,
have a great record
I've
for
seen.
rolling. 6, 8, and 6.
6, 8, and 6. So 1 success, no ones, which is thankful.
Mhm.
So you will be shifting into Hispo very slowly. It's going to
Okay.
take you 2 rounds to finish your transformation.
Okay.
So, Kora, what would you like to do this round?
I am going to do what every Arun does: get up in the face of some monsters and rake and claw.
Okay. Single action, or are you splitting dice? Spending rage?
I'm not spending rage yet.
Okay.
I don't think the situation is that dire yet.
Yet. Okay. And Pepe, what would you like to do this round?
What's the scenery for me, please?
So there is a hole that goes down into the earth that's about 16, 17 feet deep, where these carcasses are. And then there's the mouth of a cave that looks to kind of go down into the earth at an angle, maybe about like 30 degrees. There is a sapling that has been jammed in there, and from the cave, a dozen of these sized, so maybe like about 2.5 to 3 feet in diameter at the most, sized spiders have started to crawl out of there. They're crawling up towards you.
Good God.
Not just you, but your group.
All right.
You can also see that Kora has started to pull herself in that direction as well, almost to meet them halfway.
Gosh, we're gonna fight, and I don't want to fight. I wanted to run the other direction.
And on Sunday, the Lord's Day as well. Here we are.
Here we are. Happening.
That's why you're disappointed.
This is happening because you didn't want to go to church.
Yeah, no,
This
I
is
should. This is what Pepe's thinking about. He's like, damn, I should have just gone to church.
Should have just gone to church.
Um,
Could have heard Kora sing.
yeah. I look. Is there any? 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 I got matches on me. So is there anything I can use so I can make a fire?
Yeah, yeah, you can make a fire. There's a bunch of broken twigs and dried leaves and shit.
Okay. I'm gonna go in the direction of the twigs and start a fire with one of the twigs. And my intent is so I can set that sapling that's stuck in that hole on fire to burn out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's
Burn
have
them out.
you. Yeah, let's have you make a intelligence and survival check.
Oh fuck! Yeah, that's right. That does exist in these games. Rolling to see if things actually happen.
See if things happen. Just to see
Fair
how long
enough.
it takes you to start this fire.
Intelligence and survival. You said.
Yep. Difficulty
Okay.
6.
That's not bad. 5 dice.
Yeah. And 6s or higher count as a success.
One, two, 3 successes.
3 successes. All right. You know what you're looking for. You've set fires before, at least campfires. And so you pick the best twigs, the best kind of leaves to crinkle and kind of use as flint or tinder rather. And you gather up some rocks to create a nice little pit to control the fire for the majority of what you're trying to do. And you manage to just with the barrels of your gun, the little bit of flint rock in your pockets, you create a spark and it just catches almost instantly. And you've got this little ball of fire that's starting to eat up all of the twigs and leaves that you gathered. So I'm assuming that you're gonna hold over one longer piece of wood to kind of stoke the fire, but use that as the initiator.
Mhm.
Right.
Exactly.
So next round you can throw that into the sapling. 3 of the spiders are going to lunge. The 3 closest spiders are going to lunge at Kora. With no dice to dodge, all I need to do is get 1 success. Latch on. Success there. 1. 3 successes there, so that's 2. And 1. No, those ones cancel out. So one of the 3 lunges and just hits one of the other 2 in the rear, and it falls backwards like a crab. Its legs are spinning wildly, trying to correct itself. The other 2 do manage to latch on, uh, and they bite. And you feel like there's some kind of ooze building up on the pincers, but they don't look like they're at the size where they're going to do anything to you. The first bite does 3 damage, so soak that. Second bite does 3 damage. So 3 and 3. All of you have full rage, full gnosis, and full willpower pools, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Spend some time.
I'm trying to remember the difficulty for soaking because
6.
it's been a minute since I ran. Yeah, 6.
6
All
average.
right, so I soaked 2.
The first one, or in total?
Yep.
Okay. So you take 1 point of lethal damage from the first bite. Would you get to soak the second one?
Soak 2 again.
Okay, so you take 1 more. You rolling your Krynos stamina?
I completely forgot about that. Hold on.
Yeah, those extra
Thank
dice.
you for keeping me honest.
Yeah, I was like, yo, you should have. You're in a rune. You should have like a stamina of at least 5 in Krynos form. You have a 6 in Krynos form.
I think you're muted, girl.
Oh, so we're gonna count the rolls that I've done so far as 4.
And just add the new dice.
And then I'll do the new dice for the second one.
Okay, so you soaked the first bite,
4 again.
Right? You soak both of them. They bite in, and you can feel them trying to pierce flesh, but the musculature, the fur, the way the war form is built, it's supposed to handle things like this. So they end up just kind of scratching at the surface, almost like a very aggressive scratcher. Nothing
Like a very aggressive cat.
kind,
little
yeah,
bit.
like a cat
Or a
that,
mosquito.
yeah, like a cat that allowed you to scratch its belly and then change its mind immediately when your hand
Yep.
touched it.
It's a trap. It's
a trap.
always a trap.
Always a trap. The amount of cats that I have seen that allow you to scratch their belly is so infinitesimally small compared to the ones that are like, this is
I
a
have
trap.
I have one.
You're a
And
liar.
that's it.
You're a liar.
I'm not a liar. I will send you a video as proof.
Okay. I can't wait
Okay.
to see that.
Good. You will see my pussy, and she will take it very well.
You know,
Look at all the eyes.
We're not doing phrasing anymore.
you know, Saturday is just gonna be so weird with Peter.
And Ike's coming.
If I can find the spoons.
Spoons, Ike. Get all your spoons.
The other thing that I was going to go for thematically is like a dude that's supposed to be scratching you, like you had asked for him to scratch you, and he doesn't know what he's doing, so he's like,
yeah.
Am I doing this right?
Yeah.
I've never done this before.
Oh, really? I couldn't tell. Yeah, I've dealt with those people.
Yeah, that. So nothing.
You've dealt with that man specifically, Will?
Yeah. Listen, we over the course of me inviting you to these games and us getting to where we are today, nothing surprises me anymore, and I will go down whatever rabbit hole you open.
Love you.
But yeah, so Pepe starts a fire. Kora rushes in, so now you can take one of your attacks.
Yay!
Then Artist is still mid-transformation.
I'm still warming up.
Yeah, you can't just throw it into the pussy like that. You gotta warm it up first.
You gotta warm it up.
Yeah.
Scratch
Scratch behind the ears, scratch under the chin.
2 to 4 business days.
Yeah. You gotta get paperwork in triplicate.
Triplicate. Now you're getting too complicated.
Yeah.
Gotta release the dragon.
Mm-hmm. Correct. What is the...
Whose turn is it now?
Kora's attacking.
Wow.
What?
I've got a 10, 4 9s, and an 8.
Ooh.
That's so sexy. Can you say that again?
Ooh. 6 successes.
10,
oh my god.
4 9s, and an 8.
Oh my god.
That's exactly how the Lido sounds in my head right now. You decimate one of the two that tried to bite into you. I'm not even gonna let you roll for damage. Like, that is enough to just leave it into 4 little slices. I had to look at my fingers to be like, yes, you would create 5 slices.
Yes. You gotta remember the thumb.
Well, I was remembering the pinky.
Oh.
But with the thumb, that would be 7 slices. 6 slices. Math. I'm a theater kid. I don't do math.
I just loved how
It's all right.
Yeah.
But yes, rawr.
So 1 down, 11 to go. Second round. Artist is still transforming. Kora, what would you like to do this round?
I am going for it. So I'm gonna spend a rage for an extra action. If I remember, that's how this is done.
That is how it's done.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend a rage for that, and I'm gonna go for. I'm going for the claw maneuver.
Okay. So claw on the one that's there, and then claw on the next closest one.
Yeah, and it's definitely one of those things, and I'm in my element now.
Mm-hmm.
So I've tasted a bit of rip down on these spiders, and I'm very much going into that. Come on,
Yeah.
come on.
And Bebe, what are you doing this round? You have your flaming stick, so you could.
Definitely gonna avoid Kora and not get in that rage
Mm-hmm.
sphere.
Arun gonna Arun, bro.
You ruin all you want. I'm gonna go with my little fire stick and go and start a burning bush inside that cave that they were coming out where the saplings in.
Put your stick in the bush.
That's how you do it.
Yeah.
Once it's all
I
heated
mean,
up, the fire starts.
I always look to Ray to make sure that is how it's done.
Is that how it's done?
I just look
am
for
I doing it right?
validation.
Am I doing it right?
Because if she nods, then you're doing it right.
I don't know. It's a little bit to the left.
Oof.
Just get your fire dick in the dirt button.
Right in the hole.
You just want it right away. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So
The art of the teeth is not necessary at the moment.
okay. This is not one of those moments.
Not it.
Okay.
Not it. No.
Gotcha. So
I was just gonna jam it in then. That's it.
That's it. So
Let's burn it.
it is not difficult to just hold the fire to the tree to let it burn. So that's I'm not gonna make you roll for that. You're just gonna have to climb down. Are you throwing it in, or are you climbing down and setting it on fire?
I have to climb down.
You don't have to. You could throw it. You could lob it like an axe.
I'll do exactly that. If I can avoid going down in that pit of despair,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay. A couple of the spiders are gonna turn on the one that has fallen over, sensing weakness. But one more is gonna climb up over it, so that it joins its little spider brethren in attacking the Arun. So you're still gonna have two to deal with. But you do notice, all of you notice, even artists mid transformation, that the second that this other spider fell over and onto its back and started kind of crying for help, that the others sensed its weakness and culled the herd on their own. But yeah, the other two are gonna attack Kora. Yep. One success is all I need.
I know.
One success I need. Unless you would like to use one of your rage actions, convert it to a dodge.
Oh no.
Okay. I didn't think you would. Like I said, Arun gonna Arun. Oh shit.
We got the levels. We got to make this work.
4 damage on the first one. Oh, nothing below an 8. So 6 damage on the second one.
On the first one, I soak 3.
Okay, so you take 1 lethal.
On the second one, it's 4.
So you take 2 more lethal. And you get your rage point back because it's the first time you take damage.
Yeah.
Being a werewolf is cheating. Unless you saw that fucking demon game that Shanky run at McStabber Studios, which is a friend of the channel.
Oh man.
Demon are fucking broken. Fucking cheaters.
Of course. What did you expect?
But then it brings us to Pepe. So Pepe, if you could roll your dexterity and I'll say athletics.
Dexterity and athletics. Dexterity. And athletics is okay. Just dexterity it is then.
This would be a difficulty 6. If you want to try for a difficulty 7, I'll let you add your survival. You'd be getting 2 more dice, but you'd be rolling at a difficulty 7 instead of difficulty 6.
All right, let's do that.
Okay.
Survival and dexterity. Oof.
Oh, that's not good.
No. It's fucking fantastic. I love these numbers.
Oh, okay.
Say it
I want to
slow.
hear it.
Say it slow.
Say it slow. We gotta know.
Ah,
Okay,
please.
I'll say it slow.
Say it
Here you go.
slow.
7.
Oh.
7.
Mm.
Oh.
8.
Oh.
Ocho. I like that.
Yes.
Mm.
10.
Mm.
Yes.
Oh.
Hot damn.
5
Successes.
successes.
Are you kidding me right now?
2 of them were 10s.
Jesus.
2 of them were 10.
I know. I'm overheated.
Wow,
Yeah.
when Pepe starts a fire,
Man.
he starts a fire.
Yeah, let me turn my fan up to medium, bro. What is going on?
Don't you wish you were back in Colorado?
Ooh. I mean, yeah, because it's hot as fuck down here.
Yeah.
But there, you notice that some of the spiders had stayed behind because they had seen the glow of your fire, and so they showed a bit of intelligence in kind of trying to protect their home. But you think you would throw this overhand, side hand, or just kind of like underhand toss? What is Pepe's form of delivering this flaming stick into its hole?
Yeah, put it in.
Pepe will probably go with the side strike, you know?
Side
Little-
toss?
Like
Yeah.
a little.
Yeah. Little Jeff Speakman action from 1990, you know. This flaming stick gets hurled out almost like a frisbee. And the 2 spiders immediately in front of it kind of clump up to create this wall. And you see their front legs kind of stretch out like these 2 twin goalies trying to protect their home, their hole, and the stick just goes flying in between both their stretched out claws, and it just thumps against the sapling, and as it does, it kind of spins around one of the branches and then gets caught up in a couple of other small branches that were starting to sprout out from it, and you see this thing immediately catch fire.
Yes! Yes! Santo Dios, aleluya!
Church words.
Church words. You got church. It is a Sunday.
That is
It
the
is
word of the
Sunday.
day, church.
But you see them screech out in horror, and from inside the cave, you can hear more screeching.
Is it like a haunting screech?
I mean, it is to you if you're not a fan of spiders.
Mm.
You will hear
We
it
should
again.
probably block the hole.
Yeah,
Damn it, Nikki.
block that hole.
Am I still transforming?
Yeah, this is only the second round. You got one more
God
round of
damn it.
transformation.
Fuck.
You rolled 1 success, bro.
Like in Dragon Ball Z moment, like where they're
Yeah.
still like Super Saiyan,
I'm
for
gonna
like 5 episodes straight. Well,
Yeah.
that's you. You're like,
I'm gonna be charging up, and then the fight's gonna be over, and it's gonna take me 7 years to charge down.
Yeah. What I enjoy is the fact that Kora's like her clothes are melting into her body as fur starts to like take over. She starts to slump down. Her eyes are still kind of cataract white. There's nothing that she can see. All she can is hear this combat. She hears the screeching. She smells the fire. She doesn't see any of this. And then, like, the moment that her paws hit the ground that she's done transforming, I can just imagine Kora's like, all right, we're done. Let's go.
Dang it. You're not wrong.
But the artist, this is the greatest feeling in the world. It's just like you can feel the shifting from the human senses into the dog senses. The wet
Yeah.
snout, the pronounced
Yeah.
ears, the tail that comes out of your ass.
Right out of my ass.
Right out of your ass.
You had me until that point.
It was hot until then.
I lost you? I understand.
Yeah. I was like, what? Yeah, snout, ears, senses, tail at the ass. Wait, what?
Yeah, I figured I lose some of you there.
Yeah, that's how it
Damn
is, though.
Yeah, but it is Kora's turn.
Yeah.
Take your
Got claw
claws.
claws. Ha ha.
Claw.
We've got 3 successes here.
Ooh, that's gonna hit. Barely.
Say
Bam!
more sexy things, Kora.
Yeah, right?
We've got a 9,
Ah,
a 9,
Mm.
an 8, an 8, and a 10.
all right, guys. All my bad rolls were just so that you guys could have great ones.
Right?
That's it. That type of success calls for my shirt off.
It's
Ooh.
Start,
That's what
start
you did.
stripping.
It's getting hot in here. Say what?
Start stripping, guys. Let's go.
That I told you my safe word is daiquiris.
Strip poker. This is strip werewolf.
Strip werewolf. Every time you take
tripping.
a lethal, take a piece of clothes off.
Right?
Perfect.
So
I got my socks off already, guys.
oh my.
Socks. Wait, you went too fast. Slow down a bit.
Yeah,
Whoa!
easy.
You have socks on? You have pants on?
Guys, it's not on camera. That's like really expensive for me to show my feet on camera.
Oh,
I know, right?
you're right.
Foot pics make the world go round.
Right? Yeah, the second one you outright obliterate again. There's no roll for that for you. That first one though, I will have you roll your strength. Your Krenal strength, remember. +1 for claws. Claws. Claw damage. What is that?
That's a lot of fucking dice.
Yeah. 7 dice.
It's Ooh. Oh my. We've got 4
4 successes.
above yep.
Oh no! That is the worst. I mean, seen worse. But that is the worst thing I've seen before. I rolled
Oh no.
2 1s. Soak. So you obliterate that one too. So you've killed 3 of these things on your own.
It's the rune right there. That's what they do. That's what they do.
Hey, wait
Liberate.
till the Galliard gets there. Everyone will be dead in a minute. This will be fine.
She'll be trying to beat the crap out of the tree that's on fire.
Yeah.
The Galliard will be there to tell us a story of whatever happened.
Yeah.
Hey,
So
the river was a tough fight.
this is
the river.
this is the third round. So this is the last round that Artist is transforming. Kora, what do you want to do this round?
Oh, we're going in for it. I'm gonna take that rage that I just got back from the damage.
Correct.
We're gonna do the 2 actions, and yeah, we're going in for it. And it's kind of interesting because Kora would say personally that she's not a fighter.
Yeah.
That's how she would say it.
There's an enjoyment here.
Yeah, she is right here, and it seems like there was something that needed to get off of her chest
Mhm.
a little bit. And this is fitting that need, and it's definitely, she is right there in the middle of it, like, bring it. It's
Yeah.
very much, she is not playing games.
Roll your Krinos stamina, difficulty 8.
And this is where things start falling down. Because I have no successes.
Okay.
But the reason why I have no successes is because there was a 1. So I didn't botch. We
Okay.
got really close.
Okay. That's good. I mean, this is just a reflexive roll to heal, but you're stuck at 3 health levels. Okay, so Artist is transforming. Kora's attacking twice with his rage point. Pepe, what do you want to do?
So the cave is on fire.
Cave is on
They're-
fire.
They're burning.
Yeah. Artist is finally about to end her transformation into her Hispo form.
Almost
How
there.
many are left out of the dozen?
It was 12. Kora has killed 3 by herself. 1 was eaten. So that's 8 left.
Left. All right. I will go back to my little campfire that I have built
Yes.
and get another stick. And 2 sticks actually this time, and
2
try
sticks
to
this time.
2 sticks. Yeah. Why stick?
Sometimes it's funner with 2 sticks, guys. Sometimes it's funner with 2 sticks.
Okay.
Better to and I will light them both on fire, and I'm gonna try to set these bastards on fire as well.
Okay.
First their home, and now them.
So you're gonna try to are you using a rage point for multiple actions, or are you gonna try to split your dice pool?
With the stick.
A rage point?
Yeah.
What's my rage?
The rage is 1.
Oh. Sure, why not?
Okay. All right.
I can regain my rage again, right?
Yeah. The rage is the easiest to regain.
Okay.
Yeah, you just gotta get mad.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Okay. Oh, okay, yeah. So let's do that then. So what am I rolling? What am I doing?
So I'll let you know when it's your turn.
Okay.
The spiders are going to 2 more are going to come up on Kora, and 2 of them are going to climb up and attack Artist. The rest are, you see that the other 4 are trying to dig out a way for whatever is inside the tunnel to get out. So the 2 on Kora just need 1 success. 1. 1 success. That's 1. Same thing with Artist. Yep, 1 success. No botches. 1 success, no botches. Excellent. So both of you get attacked. Unfortunately, there's nothing that Kora can do to dodge, as you are still transforming.
Kora or Artist? Me?
No, yeah, sorry. Artist, there's nothing that you can do because you're still transforming. Kora, you can use one of your rage actions to dodge if you'd like to.
Nah.
No worries.
As they say in Colorado, fuck them spiders.
They say in Colorado.
Have you heard what they say in Australia?
What?
We don't come here to fuck spiders. It's when they say get on with it.
Thanks. Thanks for that.
You're welcome.
Now I know what to say when I go to Australia. And so for Kora, for your first attack, if you could soak 3. For your second one, oh, those ones canceled out. So you soaked 3 more. And now for Artist, if your first attack, if you could soak 3. And remember that you're using your Hispo stamina. It has changed.
Yeah, you gotta watch that. It's very important that you watch that.
And then 1, because of all the ones I rolled. 1 damage to soak on your second attack. So Artist, what is your stamina?
My stamina is 2.
+2.
Mhm.
And
Your Hispo.
you're normally at 3, so you're 5.
So roll 5 dice.
Yep, roll 5 dice. Difficulty
All
is
right,
6,
well,
so 6 and higher is a success.
hopefully they don't suck. 7, 8, 8, 9,
All right.
and 2.
All right.
But still,
Yeah.
You're doing it, Artist. You're doing it.
You soak the first attack. Roll it again to soak the second attack.
all 6? No. Yes.
Oh, 5. 5 dice.
5, 5. 3, 5, 4, 3, and 8. Just 1 success.
Okay, that's all you needed. 1 success.
Cool. I love that.
Yeah. So again,
I love it too.
yeah, both of these things just attack you, but it's just like aggressive scratching against the front of your body, against like either one of your shoulder blades.
Mhm.
What did Kora get to soak her attacks?
I got 3 and 3, thankfully.
Okay.
I got D.
You soak both of them.
Yeah.
So Pepe, it is your turn now. You're still gonna throw these 2 things.
If I can even plunge it at them, so I don't risk missing by throwing it, I would just stab them with the fire stick.
That will cost you a willpower point because your original declaration was to throw these things.
Oh, okay, then I'll just throw them.
With the stick.
All right. Are you gonna throw them at the ones attacking Artist, or are you gonna throw them at the ones that are digging the hole, the ones that are attacking Kora?
Definitely not the ones attacking any of my compatriots because I don't want to set them on fire.
You're so smart.
You're no fun.
I knew where that was going. I knew.
You want to throw the fire at them?
I'm gonna throw the fire at the other hole.
Okay.
What am I doing?
That's gonna be a dexterity and survival, difficulty 7.
Oh, same as before. Okay.
That's gonna be 2 times because you did spend a rage point to do 2 actions.
I got 2 successes.
Okay, that hits the first one.
Okay. And then another one.
Yep.
And I got 2 successes.
Okay, that hits the second one.
Yeah.
Your strength is 1, so I'm not gonna have you roll for damage because you're not gonna do much to them. But they have stopped doing what they're doing to try and get the fire away from them and the hole. Kora, roll your attacks.
I will fight eventually.
Okay.
There's 2 right next to you, so whenever you do finish your transformation scene, Sailor Moon, you can.
I
can
got
attack.
to do the nails right.
8, 8, 7, 7, 10, 10.
You erase that one from existence. straight up.
All right, this one it's 3 successes because it's a 7, 7, and a 10.
Okay. So roll your strength +1 for your claw damage.
I have to admit, it's kind of nice to get back into werewolf.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Can't wait for that feeling to wash over me. What'd you get in your damage?
3 successes.
3 successes. I got none. So that's you are up to 5 cleaved on your own.
I just have this feeling that she's clawed through one and she's taken that one in bits as beaten the shit out of the other one
Oh,
with its
yeah.
brethren at this point.
Yeah. There are some that you've cleanly carved through, and there are others that are still stuck like in your claws. And you're just like, oh fuck it, I'll clean when I'm done.
Whistle while you work.
Artist, 4th round, you are in your Hispo form. There are 2
Beautiful.
spiders in front of you,
Beautiful.
or there are trying to drive these burning sticks away from the other bonfire that has started to incinerate their home.
There are 2 spiders already on like physical contact, though, right?
Yes.
So those are the ones I'm gonna go for
They're-
because those are the only ones I could feel.
Trying to bite into your skin.
Cool. Well, let's bite them back.
Okay. Do you want to do just one attack? Do you want to split your dice pool? Do you want to spend a rage action?
Oh shit! Hold on.
Hmm.
Wait. Where is it? I want to use one of my gifts.
Okay.
Primal anger. I don't have to do anything special for that to come out. Yeah.
A character with this gift may sacrifice a single health level once per scene and gain 2 extra points of rage in exchange, even if doing so takes her above her permanent rage rating. The health level is treated as aggravated damage for purposes of recovery. You could do that, yeah.
Okay, I would like to do that.
Okay. So you're going to take 1 health level of damage.
Mm-hmm.
Gain 2 more rage.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to split the die. How many do I have? How many do I roll with for this one?
Since you're splitting your dice pool,
Mm-hmm.
it would be a dexterity and brawl. You got dexterity 4, brawl 1, that's 5, but you're in your Hispo form. That gives you 2 more dexterity, so that's 7. So you have a 7 die pool. How would you like to split that into 2 actions?
4 and 3.
Okay.
Okay, I actually have enough die. Yay!
Yeah.
All right, here's the 4.
Okay.
8 and 7.
Okay.
And 2 and 4. So only 2 successes.
That's enough. All you need is 1. They didn't save any dice to dodge.
And you said above a 6?
Yep, 6 or above.
No. Nope. That one was a fail, but it wasn't a. There's no ones.
Okay. So you're gonna roll your strength in Hispo form is +3. So normally it's 2, so you're at a 5. Plus your bite does 1 more dice of damage. So you're rolling 6 dice for your damage.
Yay! Is that how many I have in my hand? No. 6 dice for damage. Got it.
6 dice.
Okay, 6, 8, 7, 3, 6, 2, and 1.
Okay, so 4 damage. I'm rolling garbage for their soak. So you feel the crunch as your muzzle snaps into this thing, and you feel it kind of trying to resist for a moment, and then it just goes slump in your jaw. You have killed one.
And then I spit it out. No, thank you.
Ooh. You don't want to swallow it?
No, I've had a lot of fuzzy things to swallow. This is not going to be one of them.
Wow.
There's a story there.
Like Nikki's face.
As the Galliard, you should share that story sometime.
I was talking as Ray, not as artist. Are you kidding me?
Oh. But yeah, that brings us to Kora. You doing the rage claw?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Pepper, what do you want to do this round?
How many more spiders are left?
The 4 that are still digging out, the 1 on Artis, and that's it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to my little campfire,
Okay.
and set those 4 on fire. The remaining ones that are trying to come out, I'm gonna this time instead of throwing it, I'm actually gonna just like stab them.
Oh, okay.
Stab them with the fire stick.
So you're gonna ignite 2 sticks and then go running down into the hole.
They're coming out, right?
Yeah.
They're going.
Well, except for the 4 that are in there.
Yeah, I'm gonna make sure they stay there and set it up as much as I can ablaze.
Okay.
Prevent any more coming out and let them all burn.
Sure. All right. So the 1 on Artis is gonna try to attack Artis again. The other 4 see the Arun and the fire wielding Ragabash coming for them, and they scatter.
Yeah, they don't want any of this business.
No, you killed 5 on your own. There's 4 of them left. There's an intelligence there. They scatter. They start to run. So
Even the one on me?
no, the one on you is still gonna attack you.
Yeah, I figured.
It's stuck there. It knows that it's got to go down fighting. That's gonna try to take one of you with it. It does bite you though. So
can I use oh no, I can't. Dodge.
no, you didn't save any dice to dodge.
Sorry.
So soak 4.
Soak 4 die?
Soak 4. So you have what was your stamina? You have stamina 3. You're in Hispo form, so that gives you 2 more. So you're stamina 5. So you roll 5 dice. Get on all, bro. What are you doing?
7, 6, 2, and then 2 1s.
So you take all 4 points of lethal damage.
Love that. Yep. Yep.
I'm gonna get you new dice.
I already ordered some.
2, 3, 4 puts you at mauled. So you have a -2 to all your dice pools.
You get definitely new dice.
But all of you hear the crunching sound as this thing actually has bitten into Artis. Would Artis let out a yelp of some kind?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
It would be a very, very sharp yelp.
Okay. You can also feel like there's some kind of mucus on their mandibles as they dig into you, but there's nothing being secreted. It almost feels like they're just too young to have their poison glands fully developed, but you can feel like
that's fortunate.
You can feel like there's a knowledge there of what they can do with what they've been given. Pepe, the only one left is the one on Artis. You want to stab the shit out of it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna. I see what happened. I hear the yelp, and that just gets me like, no, not Artis.
Yeah. That is gonna be dexterity and melee then.
Dexterity and melee. Dexterity is 3. What's my melee?
Ooh, 5 dice.
Oh, all right.
Difficulty 5. Not hard to stab something with a stick, even if it's fire. And it
Use your
stabs back to
magic
you.
stick.
Yeah. Put your stick in the hairy thing.
What was the difficulty?
5.
5. 1 success.
That's all you need, baby. You got it.
Yes. Wow, that was pretty. That was like my most shittiest roll of the night.
Yeah, but it came in clutch because you stab the thing, it lets out a screech of pain, and then just goes limp. The 4
Well,
that were at the hole have scattered. Does Kora want to chase or just let them go?
Kora is going to pursue a bit, but it's more of trying to keep them away from the town.
Okay.
So if there are any that are trying to scatter towards the town, that's where her cognizance is.
Okay. Yeah, you corral them and drive them further into the wilderness.
Yeah.
In the distance, you can see a plume of just dust and earth shoot up. And you can imagine that the big one must have dug its way out somewhere else.
The other end. Yeah.
But for now, this is a victory. Artist is hurt. You're hurt. Pepe's not hurt.
Since I'm next to
fine.
artists,
Mhm.
I check artists, like, the wound and everything, and like, I guess, like, scruffle her fur or whatever, like, oh.
Would I be able to kind of, once I realize that all the threats are gone, would I be able to go back into Hamid form?
Sure.
Okay.
Because it is. Oh no, it is not your breed form. Your metis.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to roll for it.
Okay.
Or do you want to use a rage point to just automatically shift?
I would like to use a rage point.
Okay.
To shift it back into Hamid.
Okay. So, given the wound,
Mhm.
pain that you're in, I can say that it is worth the extra rage that you've given yourself for no reason. You shift back into Hamid form, and you have these 2 massive bleeding holes where your shoulders are, the top of your shoulders. So you got to deal with that. Luckily, because you were in your shift form, it means that there's no real damage to your clothing. It's just you that's hurt.
So we can still go to church.
I mean, technically, you could still go to church.
I say that to Pep. Artist says it to Pepe. We can. It'll be okay. We're still gonna make it though, right? It's not sundown yet.
We'll go to church, Chica. No worries.
Because you are Metis, you heal in every form. So, yeah, by the time you get to church, you will have healed all of your damage.
Yes, let's go to church. As she's walked back up. There's a bit of a strut here as she's wiping spider
for sure.
off.
I think this is the first time that anybody has seen Kora in her element.
Ah. Such a lady.
Mm-hmm.
And she shifts back down to Helmid, which is her breed form. So
you don't want to stay in your shifted form until you finish healing.
Oh, I guess I can wait for a minute to finish the heal.
Okay. Yeah, by the time you guys make it back to the bridge, Kora will be completely healed. By the time you get to church, Artis will have been completely healed.
And obviously, before we get to town, she's gonna shift back and get comfy. She's gonna make sure the girls are where they're supposed to be.
Yeah.
And Artis holds on to both of them as they go to church because this is the first time that they actually attend with her
Yeah.
instead of her going by herself and wandering.
Oh yeah.
So
Immediately, Francine, even like when she sees you come back, she's just like, "Oh my God, did you see the spider? Was it there?
We saw some spiders,
Like big spiders?"
big spiders. We took care of them, but the big one is still out there, so be careful.
All right, I'll try to see if I can convince the girls not to go back out there. It's such a
You
nice
can
spot.
you can tell them like there's some trees that fell
Okay.
or something.
It's probably best not to go anywhere. Stay
Okay.
put.
Yeah.
Stay within the area.
Yeah, I'll let them know. Uh thanks. Thanks for believing me, Cora, and checking it out at least.
Of course. You all can always come to me. I know technically we're kind of in competition, but I care for all the working girls that are in here.
Yeah. Yeah. And the girls know that. But she leaves, and as the three of you go off to see the wizard on your way to church, I think this is a good spot to call it for tonight. I appreciate all of you coming back to the table. Next session we'll have our Theurge. As always, I'm doing things a little bit differently from now on. So you guys, I'm going to be doing my exit with all of you present. So feel free to chime in if you hear something or if you want to shout out something. Uh, this Friday there will be no game. I ended our Dune stream session early last week at McStabber Studios, so we will be back next week with Star Wars. Uh, Otherwise, you can catch our Camarilla chapter of Vampire the Masquerade on Monday, or next Tuesday. You can catch our Legend of the Five Rings game as that comes back for September. But as always, thank you guys for coming out, being a part of the audience, hanging out with us as we tell this Werewolf the Wild West story. As always, we take mental health on this channel very seriously, so please reach out, call, or text one of your quiet or happy-go-lucky friends, because you never know who's going through what, who needs to be checked in on. So please, for me, give them a text, let them know that you're thinking about them, find out how they're doing. You never know how much a simple hello or how are you text can change the trajectory of somebody's life. So please check in on your friends and loved ones. Uh, Something that I think I'm gonna take from Shank and McStabber is while Putin is in Ukraine, I'm going to add my fuck Putin to the end of these because the guy's an asshole. And as always, choose to be a Mr. Rogers, a Steve Irwin, or uh, who's the third one in the trifecta?
Ross.
Bob Ross. Thank you.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Or Bob Ross, and do some good in the world. But as always, have a good night. We will see you when we see you, and take care of yourselves. Good one, guys.